HRM PEB plays a very crucial role in the quality assurance, in the practice of human resource, in the practice of the wider working space. And like I told you, we are benchmarking. You see, best practice, and you can counter-check with Kenya National Qualifications Authority, that you need, like for a curriculum, you need to review it after 3 to 5 years or on a need basis. And the essence of this one is to benchmark what the world has to offer. That is why a curriculum has to be flexible in incorporating the emerging issues. For example, the working place and the titles we hold in HR may not be existing in the next 10 years.
Right.
And why HR is very important, because people ask, now jobs, like you asked in the beginning, that now that jobs are scarce. How sure am I that when I do this program or another program, I'm assured of a job? What will change? So long as there is organized labor, what will change is the titles. But so long as we have organized labor, we have workplaces, we have a need. Because you see, however much we do automation, you cannot automate the human resource.
Right.
You can automate the processes and systems, but you can't the empathy. Because like now the HR of the future, we will need to have people like happiness officer.
Okay.
Yes, that is the future. The titles may change and some slight adjustment in roles, but the essence of the human resource will always, because like you will acknowledge that of all the other factors of production, we have land, we have money, we have all this, but they have to be harnessed by the effort of man for them to bring forth products and services. So the essence of human resource cannot be re-emphasized. And then to cap it, you see, you can standardize land. You will say 1 acre in Mombasa is the same acre in Kisumu, the same acre in Kisii. But you can't standardize human beings.
That's true.
That is why you will have the same people with the same qualifications, same people with the same age, same gender, but their thinking is different. So that is what makes human resource quite unique and irreplaceable. I know there is emerging concern about artificial intelligence.
Of course.
So for me, the way I look at it is they are able to simplify, but they can't replace human resource. So long as there is organized labor, so long as there is a workplace, so long as there is a need, so even a practitioner. So for the young people who are joining this field, you know, I've done HR for the rest of my life. So I don't know another life apart from HR. So the young people are coming in. There are opportunities in this space. You can either practice as an individual, you can do community, you can operate at whatever level, because the HR, the scope may differ, but the need and the essence of human resource across the world. Because all these innovations you hear, these big multinationals, it's not about the assets as we knew them, the land and the what. The next frontier, where there is wealth, is in innovation, is in creativity. And this is where human resource comes in, because you must provide a good environment for people to be able to innovate, for people to be able to come up with new ideas and solve the problems of this world. And in the process of solving a problem, then you create employment for yourself.
That's very interesting.
Thank you. Yes.
And as you've just said, it's very important to be flexible, not only for employers and employees, but even for institutions such as the one that you are heading. How exactly then are you and, you know, HRM PEB adjusting your framework? You've said some of these things are changing. We might not even have HR in the next 10 years. What are the steps that you're taking to adjust your framework so that you may always be at par with whatever is happening in the world?
Now, the agility in the workplace, the agility in the thinking, the agility in our training, because you acknowledge what you knew yesterday may not be valid today. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. So we are cognizant of that fact, that we are in a very fluid environment in terms of the workspace, in terms of the operating environment. That is why we have taught and we have inculcated in our curriculum the culture of innovation, the culture of shift change. So our professionals know that we are operating in a VUCA environment where tomorrow is unpredictable. But as it may, how prepared are you? And in the essence of this, the element of work-life balance is coming out so well, because you realize we are living in tense lives. We are living in a tense environment. So how do you balance? How do you encourage employees? How do you do flexi time so that then You are able to bring in like working mothers. How do you make a workplace conducive? Because the world we are moving in, just like after COVID, COVID had, we know COVID has always been blamed for a lot of things.
Of course.
But for us, COVID was an eye-opener, because I can tell you, even holding meetings, the Zoom meetings and online, it used to be a foreign idea. But with COVID, we were able to innovate. Like our third certification, it was online. We were not able to do a physical CE certification. So these are kind of the flexibility we have inculcated in our students and the finalists, those will be certifying, so that then they are able to adjust to a world we don't know.
Right.
Because we can only guess, but nobody knows tomorrow.
Right.
But so long as we have people who know that tomorrow may not be what we have today, and they are able to innovate, they are able, that agility of operating environment, and also being flexible and able to solve problems. Because we have also told and inculcated this in the finalist, that the only way to be relevant is to solve a problem. Because if we are not solving problems, then you are not doing anything.
Right.
Because the essence of entrepreneurship, the essence of good practice is to always solve problems as they come. Solve problems, innovate. And that's what we have inculcated in our culture. That's why in the culture of the certification, that is the CHRP, that is why with confidence we say that the people we are certifying, they are able to solve problems. And they have demonstrated that they are equal to the task. And among them is me. I'm a career civil servant. I've worked for about 22 years, all in HR. And having been certified, since certification, my life has been always, it's going up.
Right. It's
just going up.
Right, and one would even wonder, a lot of people didn't know that innovation is also something that is happening in the HR field, and the importance of ensuring that you're always flexible. The number at the moment stands at a little over 2,000 of the people that you've already certified. What exactly is your aim? Say in the next 5 years or so, how many people do you plan to reach who are, of course, being churned out by universities and institutions of higher learning?